so now it's time for our unpopular opinions. Basically, series and things we do not like about anime manga community.
Or like that other people don't.
Yeah. So my first one, I'm going to get hated for this by the fans, but I don't like Tokyo Ghoul.
I like it though, but you know.
I like one or two of the characters because they're really, really hot, but other than that, I don't like it because it's a lot of gore. I don't like gore, so...
Which is understandable.
Which is another reason why I don't like the next series, Attack on Titan. Another very popular series, basically where Titans eat people, and you're like, oh god, I liked that character, and now I'm gonna cry, because he's dead. But, side note, there is actually there's a side series where the Titans eat people's lunches instead of attacking people, which is called Attack on Titan Junior High, which is a very mini-series, but it's adorable. Next is
Dot Hack.
I don't know, for some reason, that was just a really weird, I guess, because it just seemed really boring to me.
See, I love Dot Hack, and it's funny that we have Sword Art Online on there, because I really like it. Lots of people hate it, you know.
It gets a lot of hate, but yeah.
You like it,
Sword Art Online, where a kid basically gets trapped into another fantasy world, and it starts out really cool, being a cool action series, and he makes friends, and he goes on adventures. But then after that, it just becomes a giant harem series where it collects a bunch of cute girls, and that's what I don't like. That's another thing. Before
Wait,
this,
did you like Sword Art Online?
No, I don't.
No? Okay, because I was going to say...
Another thing I don't like is harem series.
Well,
I
know
we'll
with
stop
Dot
this,
Hack...
I'll fix that later, but yeah.
Sword Art Online, yeah, basically they're trapped in a game. If you leave... In Sword Art Online, it's like you die, whereas in Dot Hack, it's just, you go into a coma. It still sucks, but it's like... That's another very specific thing you don't like. People trapped in games.
Yeah, a lot of companies around that time did not accept new trapped in video game series. They're like, we'll accept anything but those kind of series. We got too many of them and they're done. But yeah, another thing I hate is harem series, where basically a guy gets a lot of girls and he's as boring as a board of wood. He's boring as a piece of wood. Because he has like no reason why these girls him, but they're like, oh, he's so handsome. It's like, eh. And then there are reverse harem series where a bunch of guys gush over a girl, like Oron is one of them, but I actually like that series because she actually has some personality. But a lot of time, the main character has no good qualities. Sorry, but that's how I like it.
Also, jumping back to...
Sorry, back to our board.
I was going to say, just jumping back to Dot Hack and Sword Art Online, it's funny because Dot Hack, usually pretty loved, and Sword Art Online, basically, you know, kind of similar plot, hate it. I'm like, I don't get it. I really don't. And next on our list, Italia. I know Teri loves it. I said it just wasn't for me. I don't even know why. I legit tried to think of it as I was typing my list, and I'm like, why do I not like you? I don't know. I don't know. It's
weird. Shame on you. Anyway,
so sub versus dub. Do you have a preference or not?
I like both. Basically, the sub is like it's in Japanese. It's subtitles. And dub is when they bring it to North America and they dub it over with English actors.
Yes.
But yeah, a lot of people have just, if you're like a dedicated fan, usually they stick to the sub. But if you're kind of a newer series person and you don't like reading or it's too fast for you, you like go for dub. But I like both. If I have to pick, I prefer dub. But if I can't,
a controversial opinion because many people prefer sub.
But if I can't find it in English, I'll watch the dub, or watch the sub, like we did last week when the newer series BNA, there's no English for it because of the pandemic, so we watched in Japanese, and I barely could tell the difference. I'm like, haha, they're doing something silly.
Now, for me, I kind of fall into the controversial opinion as well, because subtitles, you know, I like them for when, you know, we're in groups and, you know, if you talk to each other, at least you still know what's happening. But if I like to multitask, so I actually prefer if I have it dubbed, so then I don't have to be constantly looking at the screen. I mean, I know it's like, well, Sam, you're gonna miss what's happening. It's like, no, I have it on one screen, drawing stuff on the other, but you know.
That's another fun thing, is if we're together and we're watching it in English, but it has subtitles, the subtitles do not mix up with the English.
Oh, yes.
And it's so funny, because they could be saying, like, you deserve this punishment, but it will say just desserts.
Like, we watched Fruits Basket, and that's what happened, was the character was talking about, you know, how he lost his eye, and the subtitles were like, these are my just desserts, and then we were just laughing, and then another character, when he says goodbye. It says be bald, so now we have an inside joke.
Because the character was German and there, for some reason, had some trouble translating German or
He was
or
still
English.
speaking English, but it's still...
But it's like, be bald, and we're
So
like,
whenever
okay.
we say goodbye to each other now, be bald.
So, be bald. Anyway.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Both of us don't mind spoilers at all.
Unless
you can
they're...
spoil a whole series, and I'm like, wow. Like, if you say this character dies, I'm like, man, now I gotta see how that happens.
Yeah, me too. I want spoilers, because I can't handle not knowing
Sometimes
what
I get
going
impatient and look up what happens. Like,
on.
that's...
I cheat.
I don't know why. But
Not just in animes, but in major series, like ones on Netflix or something. If I know if there's something major going on, it's like, someone tell me, or I have to look it up myself.
But obviously, if we're talking to other people, we be mindful of that and don't spoil stuff for them. But
Or
when we're
unless
with each other, we can just say all the things. It's awesome.
Well, yeah, we do have some major spoilers. Ask your friend first, do you want me to spoil it, or else they're going to get mad at you.
Fan service, how do you feel about that?
It depends on it. If it's like,
Fan service meaning
basically you get characters...
more revealing kind of, moments and awkwardness, but,
Basically, mature stuff. But I don't mind it, depending on the character. If it's a character I don't care about, then I don't know. If it's a character I do like, then it's like, thank you.
Most people would say that fan service, ruins the show, but like I said, I'm not really fazed by it. As long as I enjoy, the story that's going on, who cares, right?
Yep. So what's the next one?
The bootlegs.
Oh yeah, bootlegs. Bootlegs are basically items that you have, but they're made by a different company or a different country, and they get really messed up, like having a backwards leg or something.
Yep.
Because you have a plushie where you have like an Arcanine plushie or something, right?
Oh.
And it has a backwards leg or
I
something.
actually found out that one actually isn't a bootleg. It was legit
just
supposed to be like that.
Oh jeez. But that's just an example. There was a time that I was like in Chinatown visiting my father, and we found this old shop, and there was a bunch of action figures, but they looked really wonky. Like, they had weapons, but the weapons were kind of bent, and the characters had weird paint jobs and stuff, so they were really bad.
Where the names aren't even right. And
Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing
I have
a
a bunch of
watch
other
thing with,
topics
like,
now.
Sonic, and it said Wrath of the Lich King. I'm like, that's from World of Warcraft. Like, this isn't legit.
Oh, yeah, so what's our next one?
Oh, that's
Oh,
it.
that. All right, so another topic I had, an unpopular opinion, which a lot of people agree with, is live-action adaptations. Where basically, when Japan turns an anime into a live-action movie, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. The ones that are especially bad are the ones the Americans do. Like Dragon Ball Z. That one was really, really bad because half the time they got the characters' names wrong or personalities wrong or the story is completely different. Another one is The Last Airbender, which a lot of people know as Avatar, but Avatar is the blue people.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong, but in that series they got character's name wrong because the main character's name is Aang. They call him Ong. And we're like, what's going on here there?
Despite saying that, though, live actions aren't always bad.
Oh no, there's a lot of good ones. My favorite live action film was Assassination Classroom. The characters looked like normal kids, but in the anime they got funky hair colors. But they did really well for the live action teacher who's a giant, octopus monster. He actually looked really good, and so I was really happy about that. Another bad one is Attack on Titan live action, where the giant Titan looks like a giant Godzilla plush from the 70s, where he's like, rah! And another thing about that movie, the main character Levi is not even in it. They just kind of tossed him aside and brought up some new kid that no one's ever heard of. So, yeah, just had to unleash some of that
much
anger.
to say today. Hopefully you enjoyed all of it, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.